It's been 10 days since Damian Lillard has officially requested a trade from the Portland Trail Blazers, and there has been no progress since. And that's unfortunate for the Blazers because Damian Lillard has one preferred option, and that's the Miami Heat, which puts them at a complete disadvantage because there are no other options. But the Blazers are not worried, so much so that they're willing to take their time until the trade deadline of February. That's when they'll be willing to hold on to Damian Lillard. And if that's the case, there's a possibility that Dame could eventually sit out, similar to what Ben Simmons did when he was in Philadelphia before eventually forcing his way out onto Brooklyn. Now, this all occurred back in the beginning of July when Damian Lillard requested a trade, and that's because the team did not listen to him. After spending more than a decade with the franchise, being a multi-All-NBA and one of the best players in team history, the Blazers ended up finishing with one of the worst records in the league and having a top 3 pick. But with the roster that they have, they really have a young team, but they still have one of the best players in the game in Damian Lillard, who's in his mid-30s. So they're at a crossroad right now. So Portland really had two options. They could have traded Damian Lillard and hit a quick reset button since they already have Anthony Simons, Shaded Sharp, and the 3rd overall pick. Or their second option was keep Damian Lillard, trade the young players that they have and the 3rd overall pick in exchange for an all-star caliber player to complement Dame. Instead, they kept both, and to make things even worse, they drafted Scoot Henderson, another guard, which didn't make sense. Despite him being the best player available, they already have, of course, Lillard and Simons. And on the first day of free agency, they re-signed one of their own guys in Jeremy Grant to a big-time contract. So they were trying to run it back with the current roster that they have, thinking that they can compete, but Damian Lillard was not accepting that. Even though the team was optimistic, Damian Lillard was being more realistic, so he forced his way out, which didn't make sense for Portland. They had two options, and they decided to go with neither. So now they're taking the hefty price because now they're forced to trade away Damian Lillard, who has shown his loyalty to the team for so long, despite not building a title-contending roster surrounding Dame throughout his career, and now they are forced to trade him. But really, there's just one option because of Dame's preferred destination, and that's Miami. And they don't have much pieces to work with. Yes, they have their own picks, but it's likely going to be late picks because they already have a good roster, and they have Tyler Hero, but again, he's another guard. They're looking for more of a big man, and that's to complement the young pieces that they have in the backcourt. So they can either take their loss and accept a pretty subpar deal with the Miami Heat, or get the deal that they're looking for, but trade Lillard to a place where he does not want to go, and they look like complete jerks. So it's really a lose-lose situation for Portland, and they had all the time in the world to make their decision, and they failed. That's all for now, you guys. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share with others, as I'll see you guys next time.